Hey there everyone, how's it going? I hope you guys are good. Welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is going to be what's the word around town about you? So my lovelies, what I would like you to do is take a look at these three images. Go towards the image that you feel most intuitively drawn to. If you feel like you need more time, pause this video. If not, let's get straight into the tarot messages. I hope that you guys enjoy and thank you very much for your support. I love you all. Hey there, pile one. How's it going? I hope you guys are good. If you guys chose this image, let's get into your reading, my honeys. I hope that you guys enjoy the messages, okay? Pile one. What's the word around town about you? Four of Wands, Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. People don't want to look at you. Simple as just sending you a message or saying hello to you. I don't know, people are quite weird around you in your community, career, job, company, whoever you work for, or group of people that you felt safe and comfortable around. Or I don't know if you've left your community. I don't know, something about community here. We have the Patient Witch, which is Hangman in this deck. Some of you may have Pisces in your chart or Libra Moon here. You're not playing, okay, with that Queen of Swords. People did not expect to see this side of you. There is something to do with a strong comeback. So I don't know if you've returned back to your community or if you've detached. Something about you cut certain people out to do with a lack of support here. Because you know that these people ain't supporting you. They're not clapping for you. Not that you did anyway, but overall, if you are someone who's going to celebrate other people, these are people that you possibly went to their weddings for some of you, or baby showers I'm hearing, or simple as making them feel good and make them feel themselves on their birthday. Then when it comes time for you to shine, cricket, you know. So that's for some of you where you're starting to see people feel that, okay, bet you're a hater, you've got to come out. I don't have no ops in my camp. I don't know where this is going, guys. Something about you vetting, I'm hearing. I don't know where that's going. You're looking at things through every nook and cranny, not what people say, but how they act. How they act. And I feel like since you have been doing that, it's made people feel quite uncomfortable because they have a knowing of why you're acting this way. So what's the word around town about you? You have no issues in cutting certain people or situations out. You have no issues in addressing things. You've been quite transparent about something, but it's made this person or people quite uncomfortable to be transparent and honest with you. So yeah, leave their raggedy ass out in the cold. Don't let these people back in your four walls. Absolutely not, because for them to be in denial and not be a man or woman enough to speak truth back to you, that just speaks volumes, doesn't it? It's like something about people that don't want to continue with the same energy, but they had a lot of energy when they had them candles lit, or if they were gossiping. Something about they congregate in homes and they do some lame shit. That's a side note in itself. But anyway, guys, I feel like the divine put your energy on hold, okay? They had to, because they wanted you to see a new perspective. They wanted to make you see, listen, Parwan, you're sacrificing way too much here for people that, you know, would drop you like that. It's like people got really comfortable with you, but then there's something about, again, I don't know if it's pertaining to when it was your time to shine, you received your achievements, or just overall you were in a time of need. Who was supporting you? It's very clear as day that someone has chose what side of the fence they want to be in. Let them stay there, because they're looking your way now. They know that they can't come back now. Absolutely not. You faced a situation where the divine, yes, put your energy on pause because they wanted you to see a new perspective, but also something may have happened out of your control. Don't know if this is attached to your home. You were really mentally convicted, like, what the fuck am I going to do here? But you had to make a really wise and smart decision, possibly when it pertains to your foundations. I don't know, something about a really important decision that you had to make here. I don't know if professionals got involved, a lawyer for some of you, or you had to make a decision based on your profession. But it's really giving like, Oh, goodness gracious. The person or people that you were meant to feel really comfortable and safe around, they're the people that created so much havoc where you had to make necessary sacrifices and cutbacks, which is very interesting. Now you're back in a position of feeling mentally strong. Something could have really affected your mental health here. And if it did, you repaired it. Something about someone knows how to heal themselves here. Something caused a lot of worry, anxiety, stress, worrying about your future and your foundations. I'm really getting that something occurred where you really needed someone to be there for you and they weren't. And the person that possibly caused it was just out living their best life. No shame. No shame whatsoever. That's disgusting. But anyway, your strong comeback has got caught people off guard. I tell you what, people in that old dusty, crusty, raggedy community, they all be craning their necks. They know not to have your name in their mouth. Yes, they do, because like I said, you have no issues in addressing things, do you? So it's kind of like, okay, why is no one talking? Why is everyone now stuck on stupid? I don't know where this is going, guys. It's kind of like either you had to correct something, like, no, bro, sis, that's not how it went. Or overall, you presenting yourself like, okay, you thought this was going to kill my spirit. Well, I think not. And then this is where it's like, no one don't want to congratulate you or welcome you back. And it's like, I don't know. It's a really awkward energy. It's like, how do we even approach the situation with part one? And you're like, well, you don't need to approach nothing. You don't. And they know they can't anyway, as much as they want to. King of Wands, this could be a grown-ass man that's doing this, a Leo. If it's a woman, strong in masculine energy. Someone that has a lot of energy to do things. Look at them. Look at her on the phone. So something about this person that's always on the phone, talking, with your name in their mouth about what you're receiving. Huh? Guys, I don't know what's going on here, but that's what the energies are telling me. Anyway, what's the word around town about you? Confident, bold. You're making big daddy or big mama moves, period. Time don't wait for no one, I'm hearing. And there's something about a strong comeback here. Literally, I talk the talk and I walk the walk. Okay, but I don't know if something may have knocked your confidence in between, and that's something that you had to keep your energy on pause for a while to repair and rebuild. You know, and something may have been taken away from you. Your time, possibly, with that Six of Pentacles. And I'm really getting energetically for some of you, but you take it as it resonates if it was financially. Someone was an opportunist. Someone was using you. Yeah. Someone was using you for support. So I don't know if someone moved in your home. That's for some of you. And then they wanted to be in control of your household. That's for someone in this reading. Or overall, how they initially came into your life. It's like, I'm here to support you, but they were just there to take from you. Ugh. And then they've got a nerve to take things from you and still be talking. Continue with their bullshit. The Cozy Witch. The Four of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups. Yeah. The Broom. Tidy up your life so you can make space for something better, period. Guys, I don't know what happened here, but I feel like this really messed you up emotionally. Someone abandoned you or you abandoned the situation, but I know I'm sounding like a stuck record here. I cannot shift off this energy of you feeling like you had no one to bloody turn to. Me, myself, and I, and the divine. This was a time when you really connected to your faith. Like, you were holding on to your last bit of savings for some of you, or just holding on to faith. You know, it was like touch and go. I'm talking to someone who has gone through the trenches, or this particular situation has driven you to go and get what you want with that King of Wands. Nothing or no one is getting in my way. And it could be a sense of where you have all this, or I don't know, I'm feeling like this sense of adrenaline. It's really giving like Chariot vibes. We'll see if the Chariot comes out. But now that you are so determined, you have all this willpower, it's like sometimes you may feel a bit overwhelmed by it. Like, wow, like, I don't know. There's something about the divine giving you so much power and strength here. But also because you worked through those hard times, and sometimes you may have to ground yourself. That's a side note, literally, with that Four of Pentacles. Ground yourself with all this energy that you may experience. If you haven't already, I see that coming. But overall, you had a color out, honey. Once you detached, you didn't look back. You reflected on your future. What the hell am I going to do now? I feel like there was a lot of anxiety around your future. But once you made the necessary wise, smart decisions to cut certain things out, this is where the divine rewarded you. Because rightfully so. It's interesting, Pile One. It's kind of like you were making sacrifices at the time, right? Where you were self-sacrificing, and the divine's like, sacrifice for what? Because when it comes to the nitty gritty, which you saw, right? When it comes to you in a time of need, these people ain't going to be here for you. So what the hell are you pausing your energy for? But it took for that situation to happen for you to see things from a new perspective, right? Then as you're detaching, this is when you're actually making the actual sacrifices. So whether it's like, okay, I'm going to leave my hometown, or I'm going to have to make shifts around my career. I don't know. There's something about you making a sacrifice which led to temporary cutbacks, or whether someone actually done something with their actions where you were at a loss, but really it led to a W. That's what I want to say. Because with that Four of Pentacles, it's really telling me that either A, there was greed in a situation, or you had to hold on to what you had at the time. And the divine was like, I can see that what the sacrifices you're making in between that time, it's going to be touch and go, but just know you're on path. Keep on looking forward. Keep on detaching emotionally. Keep on doing the work. Continue to look to this new venture, this new beginning. It's like you had to commit to this path, even though it felt like, where the hell am I making the right decision, when really you were. It's just that you had to wait for things to be presented to you in your 3D world. And that's what I feel is currently happening. This is where it circles back to these cackling witches here in their community. And I feel like if this is a man doing this, this is so lame. You know, I'm not talking to my divine masculines out here. No, I'm picking up on a karmic masculine, a distorted masculine who surrounds themselves possibly by women. So I don't know if they have a lot of women in their life, or they have side bitches. I don't know. But ain't no grown ass, mature, balanced masculine going to be in cahoots with a group of women or whoever and gossiping about someone's wins, which is owed to them because you took away from them. And then you're doing this because you want your ego to be boosted. So then it makes you feel superior and supported by others. So basically, you are trying to piggyback off the collective's name and their hard work, which you try to take away initially. This person's energy is dirty and disgusting. I don't like that. Very distasteful. Yeah. Good luck charm. So this is someone who's, oh please, Five of Cups, cry me a bloody river. Spill tea isn't the end of the world. I'm getting your energy here, but I'm also getting this person's energy. Why am I getting a bit of mimicking, guys? But anyway, I don't know, guys. Five of Cups, 5 to the 8 of Cups. That's sad. Something about a lot of tears here. something that you thought, you know, everything's coming to an end. It was just the beginning. It was the divine letting you know better things are ahead. Now, as you are receiving blessings, this is where someone is catching flies. Oh my God, look at her. But trying to be low key with it. Someone's trying to be low key with it, knowing that you were their good luck charm. Whatever, no one cares for that energy. But why am I getting like tables are turning here? Because whilst they're at a loss, you're now at a win. I don't know. It's really giving like justice vibes. We'll see if justice comes out, or some of you may have Libra in your chart. Tell me more. Eight of Pentacles, see? Well, obviously you see, you're living and breathing it, but Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and a Two of Cups. You know, it's given out of this situation. It's made you be more passionate about life. And I was getting that sense, confirmation about adrenaline, like something about you guys have energy, a sense of motivation, and go in and get what you want in life, right? And you have definitely maintained a position here. You've definitely maintained a position. I feel like the word around town is you're very selective in who you let in your space, which kind of makes sense, because how did we start off with you were someone who felt safe and comfortable around a lot of people. Now it's like, as it says, you've tidied up your life and now you possibly just have that one bestie or two people, you know, very limited access to your energy. That's the word around town. Five of Swords, there's a fight back energy, like I'm fighting for myself. I'm sticking up for myself. With that Queen of Swords to the Five of Swords, absolutely. Something like fighting back a bullying energy for some of you. Oh, wait. Guys, I nearly got proper dragged up there. What the hell? Someone, does someone want to silence you? Are you speaking on something? That's for someone. Ooh! But anyway, let me catch my breath here. Anyway, Five of Swords, Queen of Swords. You felt defeated at one point. Someone played dirty. The word around town, there is a lot of people that are mad with you. They're mad because you fought back. They're not used to people fighting back. It's interesting, they admire that, but they also hate you for it as well. Who are these people or person? They're not rap type. But anyway, this could be an old friend or someone you have a child with, or someone who's emotionally immature. Don't take their dirty, I don't think I need to tell you, but they want to come towards you with their dirty cup. They ain't going to, though. They're going to stay on that neck of the woods. In a, let me keep it cute in this reading. They're going to stay there. They need to stay there. But they're subtly opening up to the fact, oh, I just want to have a conversation. I know that I've done you dirty, and I know I lied, I know I gaslit, and I know I manipulated. I know that I came into your life and making it out that I do care about you. But I just, you know, even though I'm a grimy individual, I still want you to see me in an innocent way. Someone is still, whatever, mate. Someone still wants to come towards you with some form of bullshit illusion, basically, that I was innocent out of this, okay? It wasn't me, it was the other person that I was having a conversation with. I don't know if someone was telling your business, which I don't like. Something about you having intimate conversations with someone and they're telling someone else your business. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Because what? Your ego got bruised. You felt a type of way because the collective left you. But they had every right to, because you make them, someone is not rat tight. Someone feels defeated in a situation because you walked away from them. That got them mad. And so this is where they started having conversations with other people about you in their community. And then on top, they want, it wasn't me. I didn't track your business, okay? Or I was just really mad at the time. That's so reckless. Piss off. No. No, you showed your ass, mate. You stay there. Disgusting individual. No. Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands, exactly. You're protecting your energy, your light. What is it to do with boost of energy here? I can't shift this off, guys. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands. Some of you may have strong fire placements, Aries, Leo, Sag, or just overall, there's just something about you feeling very inspired, passionate, motivated. Remember before, you know, you was feeling down on your luck, you was feeling depleted, you felt a sense of loss. You got the fuck back up, pardon my language, and you fought back. So, what's the word around town? Okay, it took a whole army to knock you down. Maybe it did. But these were all projections from the beginning. That's side note. Maybe you were down on your knees at one point, but that is not what the divine had planned for you long term. No, the divine used these twats so then you could really receive your blessings. Now look, you've got all these flipping fingers pointing at this person. Oh, what's the word around town? If you were blamed for something, that person's being, they're like questioning. Something about that person's being questioned now. Because like I said, right, they may have went at all lengths, all costs to win via communication, lies, manipulation, gaslit. They possibly gaslit their whole community, but also their community gaslit this person. This is, oh my goodness gracious, just a bunch of lies and deception. This is disgusting. But now they're like all pointing, like, you said this, no, you said it, no, you said it. This is why you should never gossip and keep your mouth shut. And then there's one person in this reading who is authentic and is speaking the truth and saying it as it is. And this is where it's leading to. I'm hearing controversy in my head. I don't know. Yeah, let them beef each other. Bunch of delusional twats. Bunch of idiots. They're seen as like, was this evil? No, it wasn't worth it. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. Something about someone wanting to silence you. I can't shift that off, guys. Anyway, that's what I have here. Signs that we have, my honey, like I said, a lot of fire in this reading. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Aries, Aquarius in this reading. I would say Earth. Yeah, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, honeys, all the best. Bye-bye. Hey there, part 2. How's it going? I hope you guys are good. If you guys chose this image, let's get into your reading. I hope that you guys enjoy, all right? My lovely part 2s. What's the word around town about you? Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have the Queen of Wands. Very confident and bold in your actions. Ten of Swords, and we have the Strength, Leo energy. There's a betrayal in this situation. Two of Swords. Chariot. Oh my gosh. I just got a story in my head, guys. Someone has been quite determined for you to fuck up your own blessings. Yeah. What the hell? And that's the truth that you have? After someone. So what's the word around town? You see things very clearly. That's wild. Eight of Swords. There's something mentally going on here. It's like mental manipulation, mental control. The love is here. No. Oh my gosh, this just gets worse and worse. It's like you being a sacrificial lamb here, or sacrificed or blamed for something. What is this, guys? But overall, it's kind of like someone's come in all guns blazing, like, or very much determined. Someone does a lot of chaos magic. I don't know where that's going, and there's not even cards to suggest that, but that's the energies that I'm picking up intuitively. It's like they throw rocks, hide their hands, and then on their way, they're going in another direction. I do feel like someone has been quite determined for you to sabotage, or for you to even cause a betrayal to someone else. I don't know what this is, guys. Someone has a major issue with control. They're like really addicted to control and winning. This person may have Capricorn or Cancer or Leo in their chart, or you may have those signs in your chart. We also have Gemini here. So what's the word around town? You have been slaying demons. There's a strong demonic attachment here. I'm sorry, guys. This reading is quite dark and negative, but I'm hoping that it will have a spin on it, which I'm going to clarify that Queen of Wands going forward. And there's something about your energy that you've been so confident in how you are approaching this situation, where it's like someone has been forced to tell the truth, or overall you just being in this energy of bold and confident in how you are maneuvering through this situation, where it leaves this person to hold back their energy and not act in a certain way. Someone doesn't want to come across as obvious in what they're doing. Because I feel like how it's portrayed is like they mean well. They do care, they do support you, they want the best for you. So it's kind of like if someone is motivating you, go on, do this, or go that way, and it's a sense of like trying to make you feel really good within yourself and confident, or you feel a sense of like, yeah, this is my hype man, my hype girl, you know, there's agenda behind it. It's an agenda behind it. It's kind of like, well, I'm not telling you, I'm not actually, you know, getting in the way of your destiny. You're doing it. Ooh, what the fuck, guys? That's what it's telling me. Who is this? But there is someone in your reading that has a way of communicating and acting, so then it's not them actually doing it. Very, very covert. Very covert. And I don't, well, clearly you weren't seeing it. Two of Swords is blinded, closed off. But I feel like your higher self, this is warfare in this reading, point blank period. But I feel like when you were really driven, you was acting from a place of ego. Like it was making you act from a place of in your pride, in your ego, or it had an opposite effect of making you hold back. But majority of you, I'm getting that however this person was initiating, it would then make you act in a certain way to have this sense of willpower and determination to do whatever you wanted to do. And I don't know what that means for you, but I do feel like there is a shift in energy where you are now playing dumb, blind, and stupid. You know what this is, but I don't feel like you've addressed it. Not with that Two of Swords there. I feel like the divine is telling you to hold back, master your emotions. Something could, for some of you, you know, strength talks about mastering your emotions, you know, so I do feel like something is causing for you to not retaliate, I'm hearing, or to act on emotions. It's taken every bit of strength within you to not respond to this or to even confront it, because there is a betrayal in this situation. So overall, I do feel like there is someone in this reading who's quite dark and obsessive over your energy. As I said, for some of you, take it as it resonates. If they're out with it and grandiose with it, majority of you, I'm not getting that. I feel like they do things with their actions, but how they come across, their aura, their energy is, they're a high vibrational individual. They're not. They're possessive, they're controlling, they're addicted to power and control. Okay. And so the word around town is you're detaching from this. You're holding back your energy. You're not giving any form of information about your moves. You're moving in silence because you know what, damn right. Six of Cups. Oh my gosh, it's always the one closest to you, isn't it? This is sad. For some of you, this is a friend, a sibling, or a lover. I don't know. There's something about you shared a lot of memories with this person or people. They're two-faced. Absolutely, they're two-faced, and they do this for fun, I'm hearing. And that's the truth. Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups, Justice. There's karma in this reading. There's someone selfish. Someone does something for personal gain, right? And it's quite sadistic, where they get some form of emotional satisfaction out of you being in misalignment or not making decisions that's right for you. But then again, like I'm saying, whatever they are expressing, they're saying it from a place of, I'm being honest with you, and I'm saying this because I care about you and I want you to be happy. Bullshit. It's not. It's because they get some form of satisfaction, or their 9 cups filled to the brim. It works for them in some form of way. Okay. Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. Yeah, someone is, yeah, they're gifted, they're highly intuitive, but they play in people's energy and psyches. They mess with people's psyches. Oh, don't like this energy. I don't like this energy at all. And here we just have it now. Queen of Cups. Someone has a way of acting like, you know, they're a sweetheart, because the Queen of Cups is, I'm loving, I'm compassionate. You can always, you know, come and rest on my shoulder, cry on my shoulder all day long. I'm one call away. You know, I'm here for you, sis or bro, whatever the relationship may be. Meanwhile, this is someone who has these negative thoughts about things, or having thoughts that you're going to pair up, I'm hearing, with someone else. Someone, I'm going to keep it cute in this reading. Queen of Pentacles. Now we have all the queens out, which equal the Emperor. So either A, there is a lot of women that is jealous of an Empress, or someone has a lot of feminines in their life, sisters, friends, I don't bloody know. If it's men, switch it in feminine energy that doesn't want someone to be in Empress energy. Someone doesn't want someone to grow. Someone doesn't want someone to create abundance. They want to block their growth. That's what I'm saying. Like, someone wants someone to fumble. Someone in this reading wants you to sabotage and fumble your own blessing, so you will always be to-ing and fro-ing, indecisive, back and forth. 1 minute things are going really well, next minute there's setbacks. 1 step forward, 2 step backwards. And then meanwhile, it works in their favor. Why does it work in these people's favor, please? Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor. There's something about your energy. You provide stability, or you hold the glue together with that Emperor there. What did I say? I don't know if someone's trying to block a union here, because like I said, we've got 4 queens that equal the Empress, and then we have the Emperor. So I don't know if there's something to do with a divine union here, your counterpart, and there's a lot of other people that don't want you to connect with someone, whether on your part, their part. It's really given like Romeo and Juliet, like, you know, minus the ending, God forbid, you know. It's kind of like people are doing the absolute most for divine counterparts to connect. It's like divine and conquer. What the hell is this? I don't know if this is someone that you have a child with, or potentially this is what people can see. There's something about your connection that's going through warfare. If that's someone in this reading who has not been connected to someone that they love, yeah, that could be, with that lovers there, or overall someone that you feel really deeply connected to, if it's not romantically. But the reason why it works in these people's favor is because they're not responsible and reliable like you. They're not loyal like you. You provide consistency, you provide loyalty, you show up, but you're not showing up for yourself. So the moment that you show up for yourself, what's going to happen? The Emperor is someone who provides, protects. The moment that the Emperor doesn't, you know, not responsible for things and making good decisions, what happens? The whole empire is going to come crashing down. But in this circumstance, I feel like you are holding people's lifestyle together, or emotional support. I don't know. There's distractions in this reading where it's like you are, oh, I don't know, guys. Just be mindful with this. I'm talking to an earth angel in this reading, possibly. I feel like you are people's calming place. No place like home. They feel at peace with you. But it's not for the right reasons. Like I said, it's beneficial for them, so they feel good. But then how they make you see it, or they did. Remember, like I said, you lot have latched onto this now. In that moment, they have a way of making you feel that they're loyal to you. They do wish you well. They do appreciate you. This is user energy here. And then meanwhile, it's just delaying your path and making you way more off path, or making you commit to something that doesn't even make sense. Mm-mm. This is where I feel like someone's really threatened by your energy, because they know what you're capable of. It's coming out now. Temperance. Yeah, your period. Look what came out. The Empress. That's for some of you. If it's nothing to do with you connecting back with someone, then it's just your masculine and feminine energy to get into balance, because you can't have, one without the other. You can't be too much in your masculine and not so much in your feminine, and vice versa. So one was missing, and I don't know, that's going to differ, right? Whether you were operating from too much unconditional love, nurturing, as the Empress is, and not being more in control with that Emperor there, or you were too much in this energy of making decisions for others, taking control of other things. Then meanwhile, you're feeling like your situation in your own personal circumstances is out of control. Then it makes you not nurture yourself properly, and then your feminine energy is imbalanced. Okay. If it's something to do with a counterpart, I do see you get into a place of peace with this person. And that's what the devil does. The devil tries to destroy. So something about people have been trying to destroy a beautiful thing, but I don't see that happening. I do feel like it's been a long time coming for you to meet up with this person. My goodness, how long have you not seen this person? So if that has been on your mind, I do see eventually this whole situation come to a close and you guys connecting. I do feel like it will take a lot of work for you guys to get to a healing place, though, because a lot has taken place. But like I said, others of you, if you know that's not your story, just take it as that your feminine and your masculine energy is going to come into balance. And that's the word around town, that you are closing out cycles. You are now taking heed of warnings. There's a warning here. And I don't know if it's pertaining to health for some of you. That could be with that temperance, where it's like you've been doing too much of something. Things are not in moderation. There's no peace. There's a lot of chaos, disruption, whether these are people that have a lot of chaos in their life and then it's making you feel chaotic and imbalanced. Something's throwing your energy off here. Something is throwing your energy off here. And that's when the divine was trying to make you see, come on, come on, come on. And you're like, I know, but I don't want to look at it. I don't want to make a decision, or no, it's going to change. It will eventually come into peace. Everything will balance out. And it's like, no, if anything, things are getting worse. And so this is where I feel like you are paying attention to that. And this is when you are going into a new era, a new timeline. That's the word around town. You're in a whole different timeline now. So it's like, if they want to come with these new tactics, or so they're going to come in with new tactics, be prepared for that, because these old tactics ain't working. So if it's to do with how they communicate, how they express themselves, like I said, you shift to a new timeline. That's not working now. So they may try and do something else. And it's like, bitch, bore off. No one cares, okay? The word around town is that there's a part two there's wisdom here. The more that you have isolated yourself, the more that the divine has given you spiritual enlightenment to see things through a period of darkness. Something has led you to go through the dark night of the soul, and people are seeing that you are more reclusive. This is where it links into what I said, right? You're just holding back your energy. You're not so communicative, and it's because the divine is telling you don't speak. And I just heard that No Doubt song. Yeah, it's called Don't Speak. I'm sure it's called Don't Speak. But anyway, listen to that song. Because that's interesting. Because it goes, you and me used to be together always. Ooh. Someone is missing having you around all the time. Someone's really codependent. So if you were having issues with codependencies, you're breaking free from codependencies. That's for someone in this reading, or you had a certain way of doing something. Something was quite unhealthy and you're breaking free from that. Period. The word of town is that you're able to heal yourself. Temperance talks about healing. You're at a place of peace now. Don't disturb my peace. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear what's going on in your lifestyle, or if you're trying to distract me with drama. And I don't know, something about distractions in this reading, whether people want to confront you directly or they want you to rush to their beck and call. Very selfish individuals. These are kind of people that will call you, talking about their issues. Oh, my man's done this. And it's like in the middle of that conversation, are they asking, how are you? Guarantee you leave their home or you come off that phone, you're drained. These are energy vampires. But what they want to do is try to make it out like they sit in a lot of light. No, you don't. You sit in devil energy. Okay, exactly. You're a time waster. These are people that rob people of their time, their energy, their resources. And the word around town is that you're no longer investing your time in the same way anymore, because you have reaped what you sowed, as we all do, right? However we spend our time and our energy, good or bad, we are going to see the growth out of it. And you've seen little to none, or you've seen results out of it. And it's like, no, I'm not wasting a single time or energy doing this. No more. One more, then I'm going to close out your reading. 8 of Pentacles, yeah. We're going from the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse to the 8 of Pentacles, which I really do like for you guys. So focus, dedicated to your craft, dedicated to you, dedicated to your healing, dedicated to maintaining balance in your life. Not things being out of balance, feeling chaotic, cutting out the noise. So the word around town is, I don't know if you're ignoring calls or ignoring certain conversations. I don't know. Someone loves to impose their energy into people's space, which is rude. No boundaries, no respect. Hangman, the King of Wands, the Sun, heavy Leo at the bottom of the deck, Tower. There's disruption here. I don't know if something has led to some form of disruption here, which has led to truth, clarity, exposure. There's exposure in this reading. You know what I feel like the exposure is? That once you take action and you stand on business, you're not doing it for shit and giggles. So that's what I feel like it is. You're already shaking things up. Your actions are causing tower moments for other people, because the foundations that they built have been fake. You're seeing that you've got fake people around you. And every time that you stand on business and you continue to be bold in your actions, it's just going to make people experience these intense feelings of resentment. How are you going to be resentful of someone that you didn't appreciate from the get-go and drain off their energy? So you're going to be back in your light, which I really do like. Your health is going to be restored. I'm hearing, if there's something to do with health issues. I don't feel like it's like major health issues. You take it as it resonates, but I just feel like mind, body, soul, that has been really affected. And I do like the fact that, you are going to be getting that vitamin D. That's for some of you. I don't know if you're actually going to be taking vitamins or looking more after your health. It is advised to do so. Continue to maintain that position, gym, whatever the case may be. Or just overall, the more that you are working more on your visions, your goals, feeling passionate about life, naturally, your energy is going to elevate. You're going to be in a high vibrational frequency. And so that is the word around town, or that is to come, because everyone is on a different timeline here, no longer making sacrifices for these twats that wouldn't even do the same for you. Not at all. Your perspective has changed. People's perspective of you is going to change, and it's something to do with respect. That's a word around town. People are going to be respecting you more because you're showing up for yourself. You're standing up to this madness. Ain't no one going to be telling the emperor, the empress what to do. Are you crazy? This is what I'm saying. There's a lot of individuals here that, I don't know, guys, what it is to do with individuals. A lot of people where it's like they need to be put in their bloody place. For some of you, this is family members. I'm just had a bib in the background. Like, it's like everyone needs to know their role. I want to say get in line. Get a fucking line and know your place, okay? this reading is irritating. It's like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Ain't no one telling, like I said, ain't no one telling the emperor or the empress what to do. Okay? Let's not get it twisted out here. And this is where these people are going to know. Whether they've been running up their mouth too much or thinking that they can have a way with your energy. Absolutely not. Okay? Let's go. Virgo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Libra, Aries, Leo, heavy Leo in this reading. Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Capricorn, bloody cheek. All right, honeys, love ya. Bye-bye. Hello there, pal free. How's it going? I hope you guys are good. If you guys chose this image, let's get into a reading. I hope that you guys enjoy the messages, okay? My lovely pal frees. What's the word around town about you, my honeys? Death, Page of Swords. A lot of curiosity, and I'm hearing speculation. Some of you may have Scorpio in your chart or air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's like people want to know more about what are you transforming on? Okay, so whatever you are currently transforming on or you did, everyone's on a different timeline. How people are seeing it is that there's a lot of competitive energy attached to it. I don't know if you are someone who has taught yourself something with that Page of Swords there. Someone who has a good educational background. You may do something online as well. But I don't feel like people were prepared for this, for you to change. A lot of unanswered questions, but a lot of nosiness attached to it as well. 5 of coins. 2 of cups. These don't come for me, okay? I can only go by what I'm intuitively feeling. But I feel like at one point prior to your transformation, I don't know if there's something, it could be pertaining to your shadow side, but I feel like there was something going on internally, whether it was to do with abandonment issues, afraid of being on your own, not seeing your worth and your own value. Like connecting with people, but not for the right reasons, whether consciously or subconsciously. There's something about the partnerships that you would attract. It was coming from a low vibrational frequency. And I feel like that particular partnership is still in that frequency. There's a rejection in this reading. So very interesting. Pile 3. There is partnerships that you used to attract, or a particular partnership, you take it as it resonates, where they wouldn't make you feel good. But it's interesting. The more that they would not make you feel good, you would want to connect with them more. And that's something that you had to work on, you know. I'm hearing a fight flight situation. I don't know. That could resonate for someone, whether that was you or that's how people used to respond to you. And it always used to cause a lot of triggers for you and making you feel really conflicted. There's something about games being played and someone wanting to get your attention in the worst way, and then that would show them that you really care about them. Now you don't give a fuck. It's like, okay, mate, that's what you used to do when I felt bad about myself and I didn't see my own worth and my own value. I don't operate like that. And so that's where someone is like, wow, you really have changed. I don't know, someone has come toward you, literally with that page of swords, sent you a message, and they're thinking, yeah, okay, you ain't changed, whatever. And it's I think they're learning now. Literally with that page of swords, they're learning, or they feel like they need to get to know you all over again. But I don't feel like there is even an opportunity for them to even get to know you because you've outgrown them. Like, I really do feel like someone's taking your spiritual awakening and your transformation personally. Yeah, because I do feel like they have been moving quite petty, possibly lying and just being lame and immature, instead of just accepting, all it is that pile three is just mirroring to you of what you need to resolve whilst you're still in that lack mentality, that victim mentality. It's kind of like this person was more comfortable you being in these low vibrational energies. Um, and it's just left them triggering and fussing and fighting, and they want to fight you, and it's just like, oh, you're being dramatic now. Stop, Sun. Heavy Leo in this reading. Tell me more about this death. 9 of Wands, and we have the 6 of Cups. I don't know if this is someone that you have a child with, a sibling, a childhood friend. I feel like the energies is very familiar to you, but it's also old and crusty and raggedy. Like, you're not messing with this kind of energy. Rightfully so. The sun is here. You see your own light. You are now knowing that the light has always been within you. It just took for you to possibly set boundaries with that 9 of Wands, or possibly go through further rounds for you to then fully understand, okay, it's time for me to transform. Now, I don't know if some of you are doing a lot of research on this, journaling, even affirmations I'm hearing. It's possibly taken for you to unwire, to connect with your inner child, childhood trauma, etc., or a specific memory of the past. Oh gosh, goggled up there, what the hell. So I don't know if that could be a sensitive matter for someone in this reading, or if it's not, it could be for someone. Someone has a way of just always thinking of the past or doing things of the past. Quite sad. It's like someone actually wants to change, but they just don't know how to. And I really do feel like this person wants to learn from you, but I feel like with that 9 of Wands, because they burnt their bloody bridge with you, it's like, that saying of don't bite the hand that feeds you. It's really giving that. You were the one that really cared for this individual, and they pushed you away. They caused a lot of dramatics, and it's like, now that this person really needs the help, because they do with that 5 of coins, there is no one that this person can turn to. But then also, you didn't have no one to turn to but me, myself, and I, and God, the divine, whoever you believed in. You helped yourself, you listened to the guidance, you accepted change, you no longer resisted it. This person's still fighting demons, but in the next breath I want to change, but in the next breath I want the help. I don't know, a lot of contradictions with this person. And I feel like overall, entwined in one, the word around town is that they finally get it, that with a lot of prods here and there and doing some dumb shit where they've just completely depleted their energy, where they're fatigued now, they're understanding that you are someone who is very resilient. You are someone who is continuing to maintain this position of change. You are not going to go back to old ways, patterns, behaviors, a certain mindset. You are not someone who is acting from a mindset of insecurities, lack, I'm not enough. I know that I am more than enough. I know that I am lovable. And I know that because I have digged deep where I see my own inner light. 0818, which has now created abundance for yourself, because 8 does talk about abundance, but it also is a karmic number. What goes around comes around. So that could be the word of a town. It's like the more that they're seeing you thrive and be happy and content, health is improving if there's something to do with health issues, or creating abundance for yourself. They're receiving karma, but there could be a bit of blaming where they're thinking like you're the reason for their karma, and it's like, no, it's because of your choices and decisions that you're not. Who is this part 3? They're their own worst enemy. Their energy is just so annoying and draining, and it's like, ugh, how did you put up with this, guys? how I mean, I feel like you showed this person a lot of love and compassion, but it's like you've given them tough love, haven't you? That's for someone. Let's continue. Your energy is missed. I don't feel like it's for the right reasons. It's like I said, you being in a low vibrational energy, it was working. That was the bond, though. That's all it was. That's what you were bonding with this person on. Now you may look back on that partnership and it's like, what do we really have in common? Because you had something in common at the time, but you're no longer resonating with that energy. Someone feels like they just don't know you at all, but you're a complete stranger because of your growth here. 9 of coins, 7 of cups, 4 of cups. 4 of cups. So people are seeing that you have a lot of options due to you doing the inner work now. I really like that for you. 9 of coins, that is someone who is very self-assured, has a good relationship with oneself. So that's the word around town. Your lifestyle has changed, but what's come with it is access is limited to your energy. Whatever led you to transform, it has made you quite guarded, possibly trust issues for some of you. It's like definitely to the past. So there could be a negative memory here. So that's a definite no. And that's interesting because what did I say about someone knowing that they burnt their bridges with you? But also I just feel like where you're such in a content space now, it's like I'm your energy is really giving, yes, I'm guarded because of such and such, but also it's like I just don't really care for this energy. Like I'm just so unbothered about this, and it's like really aggravating that you are. People are bothered because you're unbothered. It's like they want some form of reaction from you, and it's like, react for what? Why do I need to react in a certain way where I'm at peace within myself and I'm happy? This is strange, guys, but that's what it's really giving. Someone really needs to look within instead of looking outside of them. Instead of them spying and watching you, they could be, doing things constructive on their phone and researching and learning things that could help them grow. I'm just saying. Instead of keeping an eye on you and comparing themselves to you. Because that's another thing that they keep doing. Queen of Swords, King of Cups, the Empress, and the 8 of Wands. A lot of progress. That's the word around town. A lot of progress, like ever since you have redirected your energy, and also something about downloads and intuition and discernment. So there's something about your someone is wiling out and crashing out over your discernment and your intuition, or the fact that you're the only one that can call them out. It's like they admire you. The fact that you're calling out things of the past, possibly for some of you, or you're not operating like you used to from the past. It could go either way, but it's like, I love someone don't know whether they don't know whether to love you or hate you, because there's just something about your energy. It's very different, very different. And I feel like this is someone who is used to operating in a certain way, as they did with you, right? But like I said, you're not in that space no more. So it's kind of like they resent you for growing, but they also love what's come out of that growth because it's authenticity attached to it, but also you being very clear and precise on what you expect from this person. So that's for some of you. If there is someone around you where you are fully aware that they want to interact with you, it's like, cool, but these are the boundaries and this is what I expect of you. If you're not prepared to do the work, if you're not prepared to change, you're not coming back in my life. Or some of you, it's just a clear cut no. Everyone's going to feel differently, but someone is fully aware of what you think of them, what you expect. You have standards in place. And someone is quite regretting of the fact that they got sloppy with you. Because I feel like this is someone who tends to shapeshift and you can see right through them. And so they resent you of that, the fact that you can see right through them. Where in other situations, these people didn't really expect much of them because they're in low vibrational energy like them. So that's another energy. As this person is watching you grow, or people of the past, I do feel like it's one particular person though. It's like, why did I let you get so close to me like that? Someone regrets. Well, I'm not going to say regret. It's more of a case because they can't have their way with you. They feel like you have the upper hand because, like I said, this is someone who tends to do things for attention. Like, imagine this: they put in so much energy to get your attention that hasn't worked. You said something the once, or you've seen something that you've made them self-reflect on, and it's like no one's ever seen right through me like that. Like, you really do see me, so that shows me, okay, I'm finally being seen. But I didn't want to be seen in the way where you're making me feel vulnerable. Like, you're really making someone dig deep here and do the healing work, but they're fighting that off. So that's the word around town, that you are someone who is highly intuitive. You're a walking trigger by the looks of it. And you're making people have these confusing feelings, like their head is all over the place. Palfrey, look at that, fussing, fighting, and all sorts. I don't know. There's just something about your energy where I feel that the word around town is no more persevering anymore. It's like, come correct or none at all. If you want to act like a clown, do that outside of me, but don't come with this stupidness and nonsense and drama and chaos. I'm not about that. And like I said, I really do feel like some people have been trying to test you because they were expecting you to operate in a certain way. And it's just like disrespect. There's disrespect in this reading. You're not going to tolerate any disrespect, immaturity as well. It's like people are saying that you've got to your breaking point, like enough's enough, and everyone gets to that point. Someone is so childish in this reading. It's actually embarrassing. Let's continue. Wheel of Fortune, Four of Wands. Yeah, so the word around town is nothing affects you. It's like, what does? And I'm not saying that, your feelings haven't been hurt, but you haven't, one, let these people know. But also, I feel like because you've done it in a work, like I keep saying, what is there really to affect you? Because you're knowing that this is not my problem. This is something that you have an issue within yourself. The moon, something definitely to do with things beneath the surface. You having a lot of depth to your energy. And that's where the confusion and the fears come into play, because like I said, you make people be seen, where it's like, okay, now you really do see why I play games and I create chaos and drama and blah, 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 blah. So it's like, in that sense, it's like they find you really addictive because these people have never been seen for who they really are. These are people that feel like they have to wear masks all day long and act in a low vibrational way to fit in and just not being their true self. And you're the first person that has ripped that bloody mask off and be like, this is who you are. Like, so, okay, I really have to call you out and tell you who you are as a person. And then this is where they respond and getting angry with you, but then it makes them want to get closer to you. I don't know, guys. I don't know. And then whilst you are exposing, because there's exposure in this reading, I don't know if someone's a talker, a speaker in this reading, someone who's highly intelligent, I would say, someone who has a good educational background. That's for someone. Or overall, people didn't see you correctly. Their judgment was clouded with that 7 of Cups there. Whilst you are still operating from a place of authenticity, raising your standards, whether you're speaking on something or you're not at all, either way, there is something about you being in this energy where you are firm. With this moon here, sorry honeys, I had to pause the video because I had to check on my son there, but as I was saying, with the moon, there's a sense of vulnerability, like where you can see things about people but they can't see boohoo about you, because one, your intuition is telling you to keep your energy cloaked, but also you are protecting your energy with your actions. I feel like you are someone who will give people a lot of grace and time, but once they cross that line with you, there's no going back. And I feel like that's what it is. People are seeing like there's no going back with you. So they're just left to be in curiosity. They've dug themselves a deeper hole, I'm hearing, because they just didn't want to accept, you know, there's an ending, things are changing, and that's that. They pushed the situation, they fucked around and found out, and it's like there's definitely no going back now. And I feel like someone is learning a harsh lesson that they need to sit more with themselves and not be so impulsive. Someone has a tendency to burn bridges with a lot of people as well. And I feel like maybe it's because of their upbringing. I'm not so sure, but that's not your problem. And for me to say that, people are seen as, I don't feel like you're someone, well, if you don't care, you take it as it resonates. But I just feel like you've got to a point of being numb to situations where it's like you invested so much time, energy into a certain partnership where it's like you've learnt not to care for situations, environments that don't care for you, rightfully so. Rightfully so. So, word around town, you're being more logical, I would say, rather than emotional. But with the Queen of Swords there, that is an energy of, she has gone through a lot. She has. You've outsmarted someone here, pole free. Definitely. And they have no other option but to transform and get a grip of themselves. So let's go through the signs. Pisces, Cancer, fixed energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra, Leo, a lot of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, honeys, all the best. Bye-bye.